56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Sonic Radio.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It is a special Friday. Man, Fridays are usually always special. You know, you feel a little good, got a little extra pep in your step. Most of the time we talking about and getting ready for a little high school football action. But we had a little high school football action last night. The Houston Mustangs, I hate to say it, they just drop kicked. I felt bad for White Station. There was a point last night I was like, man, come on, man.
John, you were the honorary captain last night.
Yes, I was. It was wonderful.
I
graduated in 1987. Not really, but anyway, it was a lot of fun out there, and Houston took care of business, and we always have Ben Bennett come in here, Coach Bennett. He brings in some special guests. Today's a little bit more special than others. We got my buddy Gates Mims. If you haven't, watch Channel 5 or any of the other channels, you've probably seen his story all over the place. It's very inspirational. It's very wild, but we're going to walk through it with Gates Mims. He's here in-house. Before we do that, let me set the show. You know we got to talk a little NFL action because I like to rock and fire. And we're going to rock and fire this Sunday. We got some great games. Think about maybe the Owners Box out in Lakeland. Go watch them. They have every NFL game. It is out of control good. Last night, if you listened to me, you lost, and I'm sorry for that. Vikings, man, did not look very good, but I will tell you one thing the Rams did. Matt Stafford still has it. 4 touchdown passes last night, so we're going to break down some Sunday's action. Plus, NBA, man, you know what's going down tomorrow night? Well, Grizzlies play tonight, but they in Houston. But tomorrow, opening day down at FedEx Forum, Grizzlies are going to be in the grindhouse. They're going to be getting buck. I'm excited about that. And then, of course, my favorite is college football. I'll be down in Oxford, you know this. Going to dinner with my baby girl, Savannah, tonight. Then Bloody Mary bars start at 8 a.m. You know we only serve the best. That's Tito's handmade vodka, crafted and distilled in the United States, baby. 6 times distilled, then distilled in classic copper pots. My goodness. It's absolutely delicious. Get your Tito's on all weekend. We got some great college games to bet on, and you know the best. Lee Sterling at 12 o'clock from Paramount Sports. He's dropping by. He's been on fire. On fire. Remember, he already sent me on one vacation. If he keeps going this way, man, I might have to buy myself a new car. You know what I'm saying? Chaz just got one. You need to get with Paramount Sports and Lee Sterling because he is in Fuego. And then I'm stoked today because 11:30, we're talking the World Series. We got Yankees, we got Dodgers. We got to make a decision. I've gone left, I've gone right. I don't know what to do, but we're going to talk through it and figure out, do we bet the series or we just go game by game? But if you look at all the series, so the last 29 series, game 1 winners won 23 of those series. Garrett Cole's on the bump in Los Angeles. But Flaherty's on the bump for the Dodgers. He had a good game against the Mets, but outside of that, shaky would be to say the least. And Cardinals fans know a lot about him. So we're going to talk World Series, but we got to get into it right now. Oh, and don't forget, we got to gamble on Boise State UNLV. That's tonight, 9:30. It's a late kick. This is a huge, huge game. You know, Genty is probably right now leading the Heisman. Ashton Genty, my man's already got 1,200 yards and 17 touchdowns on 126 carries. Ridiculous. But now it's time to bring in my good buddy, Coach Bennett. Ben, first and foremost, what up, my man?
Oh, John, it's Friday morning. Glad to be back in studio and glad to have a win under our belt last night.
And now, are you still celebrating the win, or are you already looking to next Friday?
It's already Collierville Hate Week.
It's already Collierville Hate Week.
Yeah.
Everybody's fired up for that one. That one's going to be huge. Last night, though, I do have to say, the fans come out on a Thursday night even. Everybody was out there as raucous. I haven't been down there in so long, since probably I was on that field. Being on the field last night, the AstroTurf is so awesome. Like, y'all's locker room is ridiculous. Tripp has his own basically, man, that's better than Ortho South.
He's got it going on, man. We'll take care of you over there.
It is a college campus over there at Houston. And the way y'all ran your program, I was very impressed. I got out there early last night, got to watch y'all get ready for the game, and y'all came out very prepared. So, amazing coaching staff, amazing facilities. And Marvis Davis, the athletic director, I don't know if there's a better athletic director across the country.
I don't think there is. We've got a good one.
Well,
And while we're on that subject, I think last night, if I'm not mistaken, Selly hit 1,000 yards rushing.
so he's finally at 1,000.
He's at 1,000. He had 1,000 last night.
Nice. He's been tearing it up. But we got to talk to my good buddy, Mr. Gates Mims. First and foremost, everybody calls you Gator.
Yes, sir.
So how'd you get the nickname Gator?
So, my grandfather, his nickname was actually Gator. So, it was kind of like a family name. And, at first it was just my family that was calling me that. And then I started playing sports like lacrosse, baseball, football, doing all this stuff. And it just kind of picked up.
So tell me, what's your favorite sport?
If I had to say, I would probably say football. But baseball is definitely a close second.
Man, I feel you.
Yes,
I feel you, man. Sports is a lot of fun. And you played lacrosse?
Yes, sir. So I played baseball for a while, especially competitive baseball, and then I ended up getting burned out. So my fifth grade, the end of my fifth grade year, I saw lacrosse and I wanted to pick it up. And after that, I've been playing since sixth grade.
Seems like a lot of fun. Seems like a lot of fun. If you don't know Gates Mims, by the way, you're a senior at Houston right now. You were getting ready for your senior year. Last year, y'all won state. That was probably awesome. You're getting ready for your senior year. Life's going extremely well. You're just walking. You're feeling like you feel good about your senior year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Finally got a few classes that are going to be easy. You're the big dog on campus. And then tell the people what happened.
So around Christmas time or around the end of our season last year, we won the state
Celebrating the championship.
Celebrating everything, and I noticed a bump on my leg. And we didn't think anything of it, forgot about it even. Went through Christmas break, and after Christmas break, we were coming back home. I enjoyed going hunting in Alabama and everything. And we were going hunting. We were coming back, and I noticed that the bump had gotten bigger. So we went to my regular doctor to get it checked out, and she was like, you need to go to Le Bonheur. You need to get this thing checked. So we went to Le Bonheur. They looked at it. We had 3 different times we went there, and they were just saying, oh, yeah, it's just benign cyst. We'll easily take care of it. Nothing to worry about. So I go through my lacrosse season. I was the starting LSM, and I was actually excited to actually be starting on lacrosse because, I hadn't been doing the best and couldn't really find my own position, but I was really doing good at LSM. I even made it all-region for our team last year. And so
So you're literally right now on top of the world. You're all the way up here.
Yeah, I was all the way up here. Won the state championship. Got second team all region for long snapping, which was crazy as well. And then I made all region for lacrosse too. I was like, man, this can't go any better.
And man, you're now getting ready. Like you're thinking, man, wait for my senior year. You think it was good this year. Junior year was good. Next year's even going to be better.
Yes, sir. So we finally got a date for me to have surgery and get that bump out. And the date was actually one day after my sister's birthday. So it was going to be on a Monday, June 17th, when I was going to have my surgery. And I was enjoying summer ball. I was practicing football out there. I was doing lacrosse. I was having time of life. And I actually got to go on a deep sea fishing trip.
Oh, heck yeah.
3 days before I got surgery, we went to Venice, Louisiana, and got to catch some redfish. It was so much fun. And then that Monday...
Did you eat them afterwards now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
They were huge, too. We caught, I think the first day we caught not even a limit, and it was over 120 pounds of fish. It was crazy. That's how big they were. We went Monday, got surgery. I was all excited to get this out, and we had a break in football, too, and I was like, once that break's over, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be, hitting it strong. And then 2 days later, we were at St. Jude, which was crazy.
So you just went in to have a very, very, very kind of simple procedure, and it was after the procedure that they've realized they're like, uh-oh, this
Yeah.
is not benign?
Yes, sir. So they went in, and it was really big. If you see pictures, like it was a big tumor. But we were like, nothing to worry about. It's benign. We're gonna get this thing cut out. And when they were going,
Still very positive.
Yeah,
Head
still
on
very-
down to St. Jude, and you probably never thought to yourself, we do all the commercials. Everybody's always, raising money for this wonderful place that
Yeah.
takes care of child cancer. And all of a sudden, you're heading down there.
yes, sir. And even then, like, when I heard St. Jude, it kind of hit me. But I was like, oh, it's not gonna be cancer. It's not gonna be anything. We'll go and they'll figure it out, and I'll be able to get back to playing sports and going to school with my friends. And then a week later, or a couple weeks later, they announced that it was cancer, and it was a rare form of cancer.
So you went from as being this high, and you fall to this low. And you know what, man? When you sometimes even the higher you get, sometimes when you fall that low, it gets. I mean, it's hard to get back up.
Yes, sir.
So what was that gut punch like?
So, it wasn't really a gut punch at first. Like, I was so optimistic. I had my friends come down. I showed them everything. Like, I was still pretty high up. I was still excited. I was like, oh, this is going to go by quick. I'm going to get this done, whatever. I wasn't, expecting. And then one day I was at home, and this was after a couple of treatments of chemo, and I noticed when I was washing my hair that it was thinning, and it was starting to come out in my hands. And
And
just
you're
the
like,
water.
bro, I'm 17 years old.
Yeah, and that's when it really hit me, was that night. So I'm glad I had my family and everybody with me, especially my dad. I was at his house when that happened. I went downstairs. I was like, this is, it was hard to say at first, but then, once you got it out, it was pretty hard. But after that, I've just been just trying to fight through it. And I've had so many more people than I thought even
Would care.
Yeah, care or knew me at school.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I saw your story on Channel 5, and they showed you come out there for one of the games, and every single student, parent, teacher had, the Gator yellow shirts on, I was like, I know that had to be emotional.
That was, it was probably one of the, I'm going to remember that day for, the rest of my life. And I had so that was the first, we had pushed back my high dose. I was supposed to get high dose like 2 weeks before then. And it kept getting pushed back because my counts were high enough. And then it landed on that Thursday, the day before the game. And I'm like, I'm going to miss this game. This sucks. And so we started the high dose, and I made that video. I was like, well, I'm not going to make it. I might as well make a video to, show I'm still
with the team.
with the team.
Man, you're still thinking about others.
Yeah. And I'm so happy that the nurses were especially super helpful trying to get me out of there. I got out at 8, and it takes about 30 minutes to get to the field. And at first I was going home. And then I looked at the times, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to make it to this game. And I was like, but I want to. So I told my grandmother, who was driving, I was like, I want to make it to this game. And so she drove straight to the field house, and I got out, and I wheeled up there. I still had my fluid bag, and I was in the wheelchair because, I was nauseous when I was walking around and stuff, and just rolling in there and seeing everybody when they saw me come in, seeing everybody in the shirts and get so excited and stuff. It was crazy.
It's just I gotta say, way Houston represented when I saw that. I was thoroughly impressed. And then heck, all the kids out there and the families and friends came up, and I heard they raised $10,000.
Yes, sir. That was even crazy because I got the video that they did before, where they were doing the 3,030 for number 30 in like 6.
And it kept just going
yeah,
up.
it just kept going up. And when
And
I
you're
saw
like
the video,
your mind's blown.
when I saw the video of everybody running down there, and then they were counting it up, and they say it was over $6,000. I was like, that is just unbelievable. To just in that little of time of doubled what they were even going for, and then later that night to get $4,000 more dollars. It was amazing.
Now I got to find out. So we know you have this terrible diagnosis, and you kind of came around to it like, damn, it's my senior year. I want to be out there with my friends, but you're a little bit limited. Now where are we at? When are we going to have surgery? I heard you have some really, really good news.
Yes, sir.
Thank God for your sister right now.
Yes, sir. So I'm actually kind of excited to talk about it because I know that the battle's been hard, but it's almost
For your whole family too, I'm sure.
Yeah, but once we're in the final stretch right now, and I'm just excited to be able to go and eat a hamburger at McDonald's or something. But so this this morning. I talked with the bone marrow transplant doctors, and November 8th, I will be put inpatient. Over the weekend, they'll give me 2 high doses of chemo to start bringing my counts down and destroying the blood cells and stuff. And then the 4 days leading up to November 15th, because that's when I'm doing the
bone marrow transplant. So you're starting on the 8th. You're going to take a hell of a punch, man.
Yes, sir. So start on the 8th, and then the 4 days leading up to the 15th, I'm going to be getting radiation morning and afternoon each day to just completely deplete my levels so I can accept my sister's blood. And that's what, it's just going to bring me closer to my sister.
Man, that's and how lucky are you? I know a lot of people went out there and got swabbed and everything, and you have to be a perfect match, right?
Yes, sir. So they can do 9 out of 10s. Like, that's not perfect, but it's
something we'll at least try.
Yeah.
Now 10 for 10 though, is that like the creme de la creme?
That's the creme de la creme, and for my sister to also be the 10 out of 10 is the best blessing in the world, because I'm pretty sure it was only like a 25 or less than 25% chance that she was even going to be a match. And then for the match to be 10 out of 10.
Just pretty wild.
It's just unbelievable.
Amazing how God works, man.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about your amazing sister.
So my sister is 19. She went to...
UT Chat?
Yeah, she's going to UT Chat right now. She's loving it there. And, it's so nice. She went over there and she was talking about how the teachers and everybody they were just amazing. And then to see them, be so supportive of my sister being able to come back to Memphis and, miss class so she can, support me is just, amazing for those teachers to do that, because it means the world to me that my sister is the donor, and I know it means the world to her that she's the donor as well.
I got to say, your parents did a good job. You have a very positive outlook on everything. You're inspiring.
Yes, sir.
That's why all those kids are backing you.
I think so too, but it's some people, especially when I talk with my homebound teacher who comes to my home to teach me.
Do they still make you go to school?
No, yeah, so they still...
Golly, man. Don't you say I'm going through enough right now? Can I watch a little?
Well, luckily, it's been pretty... they've been making it pretty easy on me, but just talking with my homebound teacher, she has a couple kids that are homebound, but it's for mental illnesses, and I don't know their names or anything, but it's just like, those people, they have the mental illnesses, but you got to think... There's so many other people that are going through harder things in life than what you could go through in like just, in high school or something. And, those people are down and stuff, but you just got to keep that positive outlook. And when I think about it, I could be, on the street right now or something, or not have a place.
A wonderful family, a beautiful sister.
Family, or I could have been in a completely different country and had to have moved,
no chance.
moved to the U.S. to go to St. Jude.
But you happen to be right here
But
in Memphis where you're supposed to be.
Yes, sir. Which is just, like I keep saying, it's just an amazing blessing to be here. And, I've only been downtown a handful of times, and I've seen St. Jude as I'm going by. And I'm like, oh, yeah, those kids are there, and I went on a field trip there and everything. But I never thought about it until you're there, and then you get a reality check. And you're just like, wow, I've had it good for a while. And, there's so many people that have had it worse. Like, I've met so many kids that are going through harder or worse cancers than I am, and have had limbs amputated and are from I've met one kid who he's had a leg amputated, and he's from Peru and stuff, and he's speaking good English now, but
At first he couldn't even you can't even communicate with people. That's got to be amazing.
Yes, sir.
Like, your story is absolutely ridiculous, Gates. I'm looking forward to you. Everything's going to start on the 8th. It's going to be worse than 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days were rough, but
you're going to get through this.
Yes, sir.
You're definitely going to get through this. And when do we think? And on the 15th, you're going to have your surgery. What time when do we think we can maybe get you out the hospital and back in the studio?
So I have to be in the hospital for 6 to 8 weeks minimum. After that point, they'll just be watching me and everything like that. And then once I get out, I'll have to stay at home and all this stuff. And they said, even when we were talking with them, like, my counts will be so bad that 4 to 6 months after the transplant, that's when I'll have counts of like a newborn baby, which is crazy to think about. But that's how just susceptible I'll be to different things, and I'll just have to. I'll regrettably, I'm gonna have to miss next week, which was senior night. I was hoping I was gonna be able to make it. I was so excited when I came to football practice this Monday. I was even telling the coaches, I was like, I was a little nervous to get out there to see all the guys, because it's been a while since I've been to a practice, and to just get out there and see them practicing. And then I was helping the long snappers, and I even got a snap in of my own. It was so, it made my day, and I was so excited thinking I was going to be able to make it to senior night too. But the people at St. Jude were like,
No, sir.
you're not going to be able to do it. So that kind of sucks, but I'll be looking forward to just watching it on my phone or something and praying that we win that game.
Man, well, this is beat Collierville week, so I'm sure you're going to be a little hate Collierville week. This is going to be I'm sure you're going to be a little extra inspiration for all the people out there, Gator. And I know you're an Alabama fan. So you have your surgery on the 15th. You'll probably be a little bit down after that. Don't worry, they're just playing Mercer, so you're not going to be missing anything. But hopefully by the 23rd, you'll be able to see the Oklahoma game, and the 30th, you'll be able to see him close out at Auburn.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling about Kalen DeBoer?
I was talking with my dad on the way here about it, actually. But I like him. He's a good coach, and he had a good program at the other college he came from. I mean, I forgot the name. That's my bad. But what I was just saying is, like, when Nick Saban first got there, his first year, he didn't have a good season. But once he had a year there, and he got his guys. Yeah, he got into the kids that were there and really got his program going. Then he was unstoppable. And so I think with Kalen DeBoer, he just, this year, it's his first year with them. We lost so many guys, and I just know that, again, talking about going from a high to a low after the Georgia game, after Ryan Williams, you had the greatest first half I've ever seen of football. Georgia comes back. Then all of a sudden you're sitting there. I was sitting there. I was crying almost myself. And then Ryan Williams catches it, does a little pirouette like a ballerina, and takes it to the house. I bet you were freaking out. Oh my, that was crazy. And I actually watched that clip. Like, the night that happened, I watched that clip for 2 hours. It was crazy. I just kept watching. I was like, oh my, I couldn't believe that it actually happened. And but definitely with Kalen DeBoer, I think next year he's going to be a lot better than this year.
Ben, my man, I got to ask you, man. What do you think about this young man?
It's a great story, an inspiring story. You see him come out at practice. I saw him the other day, and it brings a tear to your eye because you want him out there on the field. You don't want anybody to go through. You don't want anybody to go through.
If anybody can get through it, I can tell this young man can. He's going to beat the brakes off of it.
100%, man. We're fighting for him. We can't wait. Hopefully, we got that big jumbotron out there, and we can hopefully get something on that thing for senior night to see.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make another video.
Oh yeah,
and put up there.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Anybody else that you want to talk about? Love.
So I have the kids to thank it, Houston and everybody, but I really want to thank everybody on my football team. I know there's like about 100 guys out there, freshmen, sophomores, and I know I don't know all of them, but when I go out there and they're all
showing me love, it means something, and it's just amazing to see them play and to them be just amazing. And lacrosse, I want to thank my lacrosse family too. Because they were showing me so much support as well. I can't wait for the lacrosse season. This year is the first year that our lacrosse team is actually a school sport. It had congrats.
Yeah, it had been a club sport for a while, and this year or 2 years ago they voted on it, and they finally went forward with it this year. And so I had to miss that one because I was so looking forward to playing for the school too. But I know that my guys that will go out there will play for me, and hopefully I can make it to one of their games too.
They'll get that dub for you on Hey Car. Will you watch out? I'm telling you, you're gonna get that dub for you. I saw those boys; they were fired up. Them coaches were ready to go. One other thing also is like St. Jude, like everybody out there in Memphis. I mean, we know about St. Jude. We don't have to really talk about how wonderful it is, but also just like, to see somebody that it's helping, it always feels good to do a little something for St. Jude. Houston's awesome. Gotta say, Gates, y'all's facilities are a lot nicer than when me and Ben went there.
Definitely.
My eyes were popping out my head how nice it was. Y'all have like that weight room, the training room, everything, the turf, the stands, the fans. It was bumping last night. And the lights, by the way, when did y'all get those things going?
Last year, man. Those things that we haven't even touched. Like, we haven't even scratched the surface of what those lights will do.
Oh my goodness. All I know is, man, when I was out there, I looked over at Marvis Davis and said, my goodness, this is the coolest high school game I've ever been to.
Yeah, one thing to talk about that field house, I remember it was being built when I was in middle school, and so my freshman year, I got to be, one of the
first ones to use that bad boy.
Yeah, so we got the freshman locker room, and the
varsity was right over around the corner.
Yeah.
I saw that.
But we got to experience it firsthand, be the first people in there, and it was just amazing. And my favorite spot in there is that turf field that's in there, because it's next to the weight. It's you got the weight room and everything. But before every practice and before every game, I would always go out there, lay on the turf, and for 30 minutes I would just launch the ball over my head, just working on my
spinning that bad boy.
Yeah, I was just working on my hands and all that, and every day I would do that, and that's what it really, takes to get better at something. Like the guys that are out there snapping for me right now, Charlie and Hayes, shout out to them.
Yeah, I heard that they said that you helped them out and everything.
Yeah, I helped them out Monday, but it doesn't seem like they have that much of a drive to really do that position. And Charlie's pretty good. Like he's a natural at it, and Hayes is decent himself. But when I was doing it, I was trying to, and that's why I said I couldn't really find my position on a lacrosse field. It was because I was just trying to find a position where I could get on the field. It wasn't like I'm going to stick to this. I was finding any position that I could that would help me get on the field so I could get some playing time.
Deadgum right.
And long snapping helped me with that. And my freshman year, I remember he was helping me up, coaching me up.
Coach Bennett.
Yes, sir.
Snapping them joints.
I did a little bit myself.
And,
Yeah.
and I remember I was trying to still stick with wide receiver and DB and stuff, but those positions are just so competitive that, I wasn't probably going to get any playing time there. So
you said, dadgummit, I'm going to learn how to be the best damn snapper, period.
Exactly. And I'm so happy that I also got to learn under Andy Bellis. He was an amazing long snapper on our team. He was a 5-star. I think he was 13th in the nation, and he ended up going to Dartmouth because he was also like crazy smart. And he was just amazing. I got to learn under him. And what was it like, honestly, all the wonderful people you learned about, what was it like snapping in the state championship game? It was crazy. I mean, even though it was was that the one game that you were a little nervous? You know what? That was the one game that I was probably least nervous. Really? Yeah, so my first couple games, because I had never really started in a varsity game, those were my most nervous. But by the time that you got to the championship, that was like it's all heel. You were ready to roll. Exactly, because when I would get out there, I'd be so nervous. I would be thinking about and everything. And by the time we were at the Oakland game, I would just go out there and I would just snap it. And every time I would always forget, what even happened. Like, I can't remember what I did when I went out there and snapped. It's just you got into that mentality where you're just, in that state where you're not thinking about anything. You're just thinking about getting that ball back there. You're thinking about getting down the field and hitting someone. Well, you think about right now, go kicking cancer's ass, all right? Yes, sir. Ben, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all's time so much you can't even imagine. Again, go kick it, Gator. We'll be thinking about you. We'll be talking about you. And when you get out, we're going to get you back in here. Deal? Yes, sir. All right, we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
The 2025 Range Rover Sport sits right at the heart of the Land Rover lineup, offering a perfect mix of style, performance, and versatility. Smaller and more agile than a full-size Range Rover, it's a great option for everyone who wants luxury and practicality. Every model comes with 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive standard. Whether you navigate city streets or tackle rough terrain, Range Rover Sport has you covered. Every drive is powerful and breathtaking. The 2025 Range Rover Sport is the epitome of sporty luxury. Test drive one at Jaguar Land Rover Bluff City.
What happens when former real estate agents want to sell their homes? This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Ben Store Realtors. I am so proud and feel so honored when former real estate agents contact me when they want to sell their homes or someone has called them asking whom they should use. They know that I've been in the business for quite a while, have a great deal of experience, and know that I'm good at marketing and I'm part of a nationwide relocation network. Over the years, I've developed a highly successful strategic marketing program that can make the difference in what you make and when. Thinking of selling? Talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure I'm one of them. Remember what people often say that when you want the job done, well, Shell done. So if you or somebody you know is thinking of selling, remember what other former real estate agents do. They call me at 483-0546 or email me at memphisrelocate.com. Shell Dunn Rosengarten at memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546.
Family Leisure is having the world's biggest spa set. It's happening right now. You can save thousands on in-stock hot tubs that are ready to be delivered. Family Leisure has spas that start at just $28.99. You know those cold plunges? You can get one for yourself starting at $39.99. Or how about swim spas? They start at $17,499. Plus, Family Leisure has set up special financing just for this event. Have you been sitting on the fence about an above-ground pool? Get off that fence and get to Family Leisure to take advantage of huge discounts on all their in-stock above-ground pools. And if you need some patio furniture, it's all priced to move out now. It's not too late to have some summer fun, courtesy of Family Leisure. But you better hurry up. The world's biggest spa
four-wheel drive trucks, two-wheel drive trucks, crew cab trucks, extended cab trucks, diesel trucks, gas trucks. We got red trucks, black trucks, white trucks. We got trucks for big jobs. We got trucks for weekend warriors. We got trucks with great gas mileage and trucks for all your towing needs. Huge discounts, big rebates, special interest rates. We've got it all. Ford, slow pay, it's all okay at Sunrise. Home of the guaranteed approval. Come see us for all your car, truck, and SUV needs. Visit us at the good-looking building on Highway 64 in Bartlett. It's Truck Month. We make it fun to buy a car.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 11 to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in downtown Memphis.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. My boy Gates Mims is a pimp, man. Gator. Dude's got brass ones. He's going to go kick cancer's ass. And a big shout out to St. Jude for all that you always do. And to all those kids out at Houston. Like, that's love right there. I really dig it. Now, we got to talk a little bit of baseball, baby, because I don't know if you know this. Got a little World Series action. I don't know if you know this. I love gambling on baseball because when you gamble on baseball, it is absolutely scary because you live with each damn pitch. Because it's always that one pitch, pop! Or, you know, if you'd go crazy and mainline a Nerfy or a Yerfy in the first inning. Like, baseball gambling is really, really fun and difficult. I keep looking at this series, and the Dodgers are minus the 130. Yankees are, man, I got to check. Was it 150 or was it 130? Damn it, I'm about to pull it up because I was all up into my man Gates and talking about Houston and stuff that I didn't even look at the series. But I do.
I'm going to take a peek for you.
Take a peek for me because I'm going to tell you right now, from what I remember this morning, which is not a lot if you can't tell, is that the series, I don't know if I trust just taking the series.
Yanks plus 110.
Yeah, so it is minus 130, Yanks plus 110.
Minus 130 for the Dodgers. And,
my memory is working. Barely.
Little Rain Man action.
Man, I'm just, sometimes you just don't trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just need to trust yourself and let it go. But also, like, when I look at the series, I don't know. Like, I'm leaning Yankees for one reason. Pitching.
Pitching. There you go.
Pitching wins championships.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if you know this. They got some pitchers. Garrett Cole is on the bump tonight.
And they're going to see him twice.
And they are definitely going to see him twice. And you know that right now, if he can go out there and give you 7 innings and save your bullpen and save Clay Holmes and Mark Leiter and Canale and Hill, man, that's huge. I mean, you got Cole, you got Carlos Rodon. I mean, they're going to bring in strong. I mean, like they're Gucci when it comes to starters. Now Walker Buehler's pitched a little bit better, but do you trust Walker Buehler or Jack Flaherty? I mean, do you? Do you trust a team that's definitely going to play? Like, if they go 7, is a 100% going to have to do 2 bullpen games? Hell, they're going to do 2 bullpen games in the first 6 games.
Anyway,
if they go 6 games, like if we don't have something crazy, which I don't think is going crazy, this is going 6 or 7, I feel. They're going to have 2 bullpen games. They're going to tax the hell out them arms. And they don't have hardly any lefty pitching. How you going to get out my man Soto? And I'm going to give credit to the Dodgers. Blake Trinan, Michael Kopech, Evan Phillips, Alex Vasas, 1.36 ERA and 106 innings pitched. This is what they've done since August 1st, regular season and postseason. Opponent's batting average has only been 154. So those 4 dudes have been lights out. Starters haven't been lights out, and nobody else in that pen has been good. Those are your 4 dudes, and none of them are starters. You're like, oh, damn. Now, don't get me wrong. The Dodgers are hitting machines.
That's their only advantage, is to take advantage of their bats. Right.
They are hitting machines because do you trust Yoshinobu Yamamoto? Hell no.
Hadn't seen him in this spot, so don't trust him.
Not at all. Jack Flaherty? No. Walker Buehler? Not even close, bro. And you got to remember also, Alex, I hear, is dealing with a little something, you know what I mean? They say he's like day to day. A little stiffness.
Who do you
Freddie
give the
Freeman's
manager is
banged
to,
up.
John?
I can't stand Aaron Boone.
So, obviously, Dave Roberts, you're taking him.
I mean, let me tell you something. I'm going to give Dave Roberts a lot of credit.
Uh-huh.
This team doesn't have stupid base running errors like the Yankees do.
Yeah.
For a team that is actually defensively flawed, they still are always in the right damn position and make the play. Having Freddie Freeman not at first base and Max Muncy, who's a little bit smaller, cost them a little bit, with the throw from, I think it was Hernandez when he was at second.
Shout out to Kike.
But they're just they're more of a fundamentally sound baseball team. Now, do they live on home runs? They love home runs. They feast on them. But the Yankees literally live on the 3-run bomb because they don't run bases, they don't move runners over, they don't steal bags.
Nope.
It is get a couple dudes on,
feast or famine,
bomb.
Yep.
Get a couple
striking
on,
out or going deep,
bomb. I mean, the thing about it is the thing about the Dodgers though, it kind of freaks me out here. Will Smith, who used to be a great catcher, has been scuffling so bad in the postseason. But Shohei and Mookie, man, they doing their thing. Teoscar Hernandez was unbelievable in the very first series, was terrible in the Mets series until the last 2 games of the Mets series, and then he woke up and took care of business.
Grand slam action.
Grand slam. He was, at that time, I think he was over his last 22 in the series and just ripped that joint. But they're dealing with they're a little banged up. Miguel Rojas is a little banged up. Lux is banged up. Freeman's banged up. Alex is banged up. They're a little banged up, but Shohei is an absolute freak. Tommy Edman, did you see what he did in that last series?
Former
Kike, by the way, Kike is the postseason home run king.
He's Mr. October.
He's Mr. October. It's weird. And then the Yankees, like I said, man, the Yankees. Again, I think Juan Soto might be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Giancarlo Stanton has been ripping the cover off the baseball. Is Judge going to wake up finally? If he does, that's going to help. Jazz Chisholm, he's going to have a great series.
He's been solid.
He's been solid, yeah. Rizzo, he's come up pretty, it's an interesting series. It's just the thing is Juan Soto is such a beast at the plate.
He's the X factor.
And they don't have anybody, any left-handed arms to get this guy out. And if they're just coming at this boy at right-handed, I think I like him for MVP of the series if the Yankees win. Are you kidding me? One of the most dope home runs I ever saw in my entire life was when they were playing the Guardians in that last game. You saw that, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
It was nasty. But right now, I don't know about the series, but I do think, and again, I've said this, Game 1 winner, I can tell you who I'm taking tonight. I'm going with Garrett Cole. I don't trust Flaherty.
And his 7 ERA.
I just don't. He's 1-2 in the postseason. Garrett Cole is going to go out there and give him everything he's got. He's a big game pitcher. He is not, the Dodgers don't swing at balls outside of the zone. They are very disciplined.
Yeah, they have very good plate discipline.
The one thing is, though, if you have to have a pitcher who's going to get that ball over the plate, at least Garrett Cole has the kind of stuff to get outs. So I'm liking the Yankees tonight in Game 1. I don't think I'm playing the series. I think I'm just going to go game by game. And I think the way that's you're going to have to ride this whole series out because it's going to be about pitching matchups and it's going to be about, like if Garrett Cole, if the Yankees win and he gives them 7 innings and Flaherty gets knocked out after 4 and they have to start eating up some arms, that's going to start to tax that Dodgers team right off the jump and go ahead and put the deadgum, the big old bingo smile over there on the Yankees. But if the Dodgers get past Cole in game 1, though, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't like the series. I'm going to have to watch this game by game. But we're going to take Yankees in the first one. And right now, we're going to take a quick timeout because, man, I'm late for a break. We're back in 2 shakes. Don't forget, at 12 o'clock, we got Lee Sterling from Paramount Sports, ParamountSports.com. And if you missed any of the Gates Mims interview, make sure you go back later on and check that bad boy out at Sports 56. You can go to sportsmemphis.com. You can go to WHBQSports56.com. You can go to my Twitter at Johnny_radio. Find it. Give it a listen. It's straight up awesome. It's a Friday. Thank you to Tito's. We're back in 2 Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Tax, title, and license. Price includes $899.50 processing fee. Silverado R124-8261. MSRP $60,600. Dealer incentive $51.51. Customer cash $3,000. Bonus cash $17.50. Sierra RZ 3215.64. MSRP $87,500. Dealer incentive $7,000. Purchase allowance $27.50. Expires 10/31/24.
It's here. Genesis Diamonds, the largest ever sale of luxury. You can't miss this special two-day this Friday and Saturday. Join us again. Just special pricing. See the largest financing on the stunning selection of luxury. Hundreds of Husks, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsi, hottest model Rolex watches that you can't find anywhere else. Luxury premium Rolexes are in pristine, like-new condition, some just out of the box. All price to sell is purchase a luxury premium Rolex with Genesis. Extended.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-357-6499. 800-357-6499. 800-357-6499.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm telling you right now, Mid-South, if you're looking for a new ride, give Bobby J a call today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. He's the man with the plan. 41 MPG, Bobby's got it in new 2024 Kia Forte LXS. $233.86 a month, $34.99 to its signing. 2025 Kia Sportage, $269 a month, $34.99 to its signing. And get holiday ready in 2024 Kia. Tell your ride S. $408.62 a month, $39.99 to its signing, all 24-month lease. Plus, you always get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He's ready to put you in your new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online, KiaCovingtonPike.com. If you want it, we got it at Gossett.
cents excess mileage. Forte RE 834,938, MSRP 22,615. Telluride RG 56,300, MSRP 40,805. Sportage S73 40278, MSRP 29,135. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/31/2024 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. Friday. I'm heading to Oxford tomorrow. Ole Miss, Oklahoma. I have a feeling Oklahoma's going to beat the brakes off them just like Houston beat the tar off White Station last night. It's going to be just like that, baby. Jackson Dart tossing missiles all over the yard. Defense is just going to overwhelm Jackson Arnold. I'm loving it. But the one thing I'm also going to love, man, let me just tell you something. Going to the Grove is an experience. It is fun. The food is great. The Tito's is delicious. And just the atmosphere it's absolutely unlike any. But the one thing I can tell you is everybody down there, I don't know how they do it. Everybody good looking. Everybody good looking. Darren, you go down there, you're going to even look good looking.
The Grove will make me sexy.
Man, the Grove will just make you sexy, but you got to be styling and profiling if you want to go down to the Grove. You can't be walking up in there just kind of like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't look like you just walked in from, I'm trying to think of I don't know anything about stores other than Frontier Western Store because that's where I get all my threads. That's why I always look so good. Like maybe, what's this store out there? Fred's.
There you go.
Is that a dressing clothes store?
No, but it's going out of business, so go for it.
Yeah, whatever. You can't do that. You got to look good. And I'm telling you right now, they have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. And when Ole Miss plays Oklahoma, I'm telling you, ladies, you better have your cute little boots on. The girls love the boots. And guys, have some boots on. Man up. Head on to Frontier Western Store. Plus, you can get all your jeans. Every jean from Ariat all the way to Wrangler and everything in between. They got you covered. Plus, they can make your kids look cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Olive Branch, Mississippi, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. And check online at frontierwesternstore.com. Lee Sterling's on the other side because we about to start gambling. I love gambling. I love winning. Actually, you know what? Gambling is interesting. Winning is great. Losing hurts.
Should put that on a t-shirt, sir.
I want to win, baby. And we're going to win. That's why I always use Lee Sterling. Don't you dare touch that dial. We're getting his plays on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Contractor and you need concrete coating and supplies in Memphis fast, and you get this answer? I think we can order that stuff, but you're going to have to wait a few days for delivery. Why wait? Get your concrete coatings and supplies now at TSS Supply, where everything you need is in stock. If you're working in the tri-state Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi area, everything you need for concrete coating is at TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road, Memphis. TSS Supply specializes only in concrete coatings and supplies all in one place. If you're looking for a particular item, need large quantities, or just have general questions, call 901-729-0560. 729-0565. Or you can email your question to Brad at tsssupply.com. The friendly, knowledgeable folks at TSS Supply have over 150 years combined experience in concrete coatings, materials, and supplies. Contractors, are you in town for a job or getting ready to do a job for a customer during their holiday shutdown? Then you should visit TSS Supply for your concrete coatings and supplies. Why wait for materials when TSS Supply has everything you need in stock and they can get it to you today or within 24 hours? TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a mother pheasant plucker, I plug mother pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call Five-Ash Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. Five-Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Top Gun is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, but size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience and classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Plus, Top Gun is affordable. Gold membership is just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for unlimited range time. Free gun rentals with purchase of ammo and members lounge access. Top Gun 2770 Witten Road and TopGunMemphis.com. Always shoot with the best. Top Gun Memphis.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales. Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis with Dave Woloshin, weekday mornings from 10 to 11.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Friday. It's 12 o'clock. You know what we do. We have the best in the business, man. Paramount Sports. You know, like I said, gambling is stressful. Winning is amazing. Losing hurts. That's why you want to stick with ParamountSports.com and Lee Sterling, because my man just absolutely smokes it. And this is the time of the year. It's Locktober's going down. We got everything. We got NFL, college football. The World Series is starting up, and you're so lucky that you got the best in the business. You got Lee Sterling, and he joins me now. Lee, what is up, my friend?
I am good. I mean, this is a great time of year for the next 2 weeks. The only 2 weeks where every single sport taking place. How great is that?
It's great.
You know what? We're at the end of October. Locktober's pretty much almost done. So I have perfect promotion. If someone has never been with me before or for some reason dropped off, and who knows why. I mean, we've won 7 of 8 weeks this year since the start of the football. We hit another 40-unit max wager last week with Cincinnati. The Bearcats, came through for us. And how about this? We call it our Halloween Booyah Bundle. $147 is going to get you football next 3 days. That's 10 to 12 plays. You're going to get our World Series selections for Game 1 and Game 2 tonight, tomorrow night. Going to get all of our basketball selections and also hockey. All 4. If you were to buy these individually, be well above $400. $147 in honor of Stuart Scott here. Our Halloween Booyah Bundle, $147. ParamountSports.com.
Booyah! Let me tell you something. You don't jump on that, you might be crazy. Because I'm going to tell you something. That is, whew. Lee, man, you're just out there like, man, it's not even Christmas, and you're just giving away the love. Now, this year in college, thank you so much, has been extremely profitable. It's been a lot crazy, but it's been very, very profitable. And I'm going to tell you right now, I need some help.
Okay, let's go.
Texas minus 18.5 against Vanderbilt. I watched this Vanderbilt team beat Alabama, but then I also saw them lost to Ball State. And then I looked at Texas, and I thought they were world beaters. And then Georgia just punched them in the face. So what's the right side?
So sometimes it's when you play a team. And last week, I thought it was a perfect setup. We discussed it last week for Georgia, whose backs were against the wall here to perform at a high level, and they came out first three series, and Texas didn't have a chance. Texas just wasn't ready for it. I still think Texas and Ohio State are the two most talented teams. So I think they'll go back to the drawing board, have some tough practices here. I actually think their defense, with all their quickness, really matches up well with this Vanderbilt offense, which runs a lot of options and different blocking schemes. I think they're going to be able to get through a lot of these blocks and cause havoc and get a lot of tackles for loss here. I think finally Diego Pavia is going to have a rough game here. Sometimes you got to lay it if you want to play it, even on the road. Texas, big, 45-17.
Woohoo!
Yep.
They smoke Vanderbilt, man. That's a 3:15 kick, people in the SEC network. Get ready to rock and fire on Bebo and the Longhorns. Alabama, who's coming off a tough loss against Tennessee. They have to play Missouri, who Missouri pulled one out of their you-know-what with Brady Cook coming back. Like, that was just a wild, wild game, and more misery for Hugh Freeze, which you can't just help but chuckle at. So what's the right side, Bama laying the 14 or Missouri catching 14?
How hurt was this kid? Whereas he comes back, and I thought, came back and he looked fine. Didn't look like he was hurt. He must have been so hurt. He's not. It looks like there's almost no chance he's going to play this week. I mean, you got to really give that kid some respect, and the team responded. Auburn should have put that game away. That was terrible. I mean, this is a team in trouble. Missouri, I'm not saying they're great, but there is no reason the way their backup quarterback performed. And I've seen him play a lot. I mean, he used to play Drew Pine at Notre Dame. He also threw 22 touchdowns that year, only had 6 interceptions. Then he went to Arizona State, where he played some. For some reason, I don't know, the kid just froze up. He couldn't even throw a 5-yard pass. But maybe with a week's of practice, he performs at a higher level. Their defense is rock solid. They've got some weapons on offense at receiver with Luther Burden and Theo Weiss. I just can't back Alabama, even facing a backup quarterback, because Jalen Milroe is clearly struggling with his accuracy. Talk about discipline. Alabama last year, top 5 in the country, they were only penalized for 48.5 yards per game. This year, 127th in the country, they are being penalized for almost 79 yards per game. There's only 134 teams. That is horrendous here. There's not the discipline. And I just think that you're going to see Missouri try to slow down the game, muck up the game here, and I think 18 points is a lot. I think it's just too much delay for an offense. It's just not firing on all cylinders. Alabama should have run the ball a lot more last week. Their passing game wasn't working. And
the only dude they were trying to throw it to was Ryan Williams.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just it's like it was like trying to I don't know.
It was nuts.
Trying to fit like a square peg into a round hole just made no sense at all. Alabama wins 28-17. Missouri covers.
Missouri is the side to hey man, winners are great and everything, but
tough
those
game,
that cover.
It's not going to be given out to my clients. I can tell you that.
Now, Texas A&M. This is a game I'm going to tell you right here. Like, I was looking at this, so all of a sudden, if Texas A&M wins this, they could be in the catbird seat to the SEC
all they have left is
championship.
really
Texas at the end of the year at home.
At home, yeah.
And they're at home against LSU, who's currently ranked 8th in the country. It would be great for LSU and Brian Kelly. Garrett Nussmeier, I absolutely love this kid. I think he's got NFL talent all over the place. Yeah. But I'm curious, do you think LSU can go on the road and get the win at Kyle Field?
All right, so these two teams, if you watch the first game, you're like thinking, these teams aren't that good. I mean, A&M, new coach, 16 out of 22 new starters, just hadn't played together, didn't look good. Lose to Notre Dame at home. LSU, neutral field, loses to USC, didn't look good. If A&M had continued on that trend, I would have played against them a lot. But they're improved. Their offensive and defensive lines and running game is good. Connor Wegman looked good in the Missouri game. But LSU, after that game, if you watch them and then watch them last week against Arkansas, this might be right now the best team in the SEC. They are playing at that high a level. Garrett Nussmeier, 18 touchdowns. He's only also been sacked twice all year. His receiver,
that offensive line is ridiculous, but it's also this kid gets the ball out of his hands so quick.
Yep, he is. He seems to be settling into the job. They found a freshman running back in Caden Durham, true freshman. He's averaging over 6 yards a carry. Kyron Lacey and Aaron Anderson, these two receivers, number 1 and 2, combined 69 receptions, 9 touchdowns. And their tight end, Mason Taylor, 36 receptions. I mean, I think they're playing the best football right now. I know it's at Kyle Field, but the underdog is 3-0-1 against the spread the last 4 in the series. Kids that are recruited to LSU have no fear about going in and anywhere. I think the wrong team's favorite. I like LSU 28-24 straight up.
Bayou Bengals, baby. It's a booyah special for me. I kind of like that, man. Since Oklahoma beat, Ole Miss, I'm ready to see, LSU kind of, LSU got beat by Ole Miss, of course. I mean, Ole Miss got beat by LSU. I can't even speak anymore. And I just kind of want to see, I guess, LSU to continue to good, maybe help out Ole Miss down the stretch. Now, speaking of the Rebels, I'll be down in Oxford for Oklahoma. I can't believe this line, man. And then I did look at Oklahoma, and I realized, wow, their offense has really fallen off.
Yep.
Can the Rebels cover the 20?
I think that they will. And hint, it's going to be one of my client plays. So you're going to enjoy it even more. Here's why. A few years ago, Oklahoma hired a defensive-minded head coach to replace a string of offensive-minded guys whose teams produced a lot of wins and a lot of points. But the talented offensive players have been fleeing the program for a couple seasons now, and on the heels of this exodus, enter the SEC, and what have they done in the 3 games? They've scored 15, 3, and 9 points. Now they're going to try to go into Ole Miss and do it with a new offensive coordinator, Joe John Finley, who has never called plays before. You kidding me? They should have gone to the Mountain West Conference, not the SEC. They picked the wrong conference to jump to. Coming off the bye, I think Ole Miss is going to be focused. Are they going to beat Georgia in a couple weeks? We don't know that yet. I think, though, that they're going to get back on track. They're going to attack, get a ton of plays off, maybe 80, 85 plays on offense, win easy, 41-10. Lay it.
41-10, lay it, because you got to play it. I feel the same way. Also, I think Pete Golding, I think they're going to pin their ears and come back and try to attack Jackson Arnold, because this kid just right now just doesn't have it yet. I think I'm going to be partying in the Grove tomorrow, Lee.
I agree.
I'm fired up. A lot of Tito's. A lot of Tito's. Now, Memphis, they play Charlotte. They're 18.5-point favorite. They freaked me out, man, last week when 2 touches for North Texas, 2 touchdowns at 75 yards, and they finally came back and took care of business. Memphis laying 18.5 against Charlotte at home. They got this. They got enough to cover.
I think that they do. This Charlotte team moves the ball up and down the field, but in the red zone, they've had a lot of trouble. So that happens with a team when the field shortens, the windows are really tight. Is Memphis great? No, we know that this isn't a great team. They have some weaknesses. But I think against bad teams, they're going to be able to do some damage. And Charlotte right now, unless they can find one go-to receiver, couple plays once they get into the red zone that work. I just don't see it. So their defense also seems to be getting worse and worse, taking a couple injuries here. Sometimes you got to lay it if you want to play it. We're going to go the Memphis Tigers here, 44-16.
Oh, man, and I almost forgot to ask you about North Texas and Tulane, the team that the Tigers did play and finally come back and beat. Tulane's a 7.5-point favorite over North Texas. They can score, but that defense has got a lot of holes in it.
They do. That's the problem over the last couple of years. North Texas, they're recruiting offensive players, and the level of defensive players that they're getting are just not good enough to make stops. So, there's a bunch of teams out there, and I've talking to a couple different shows, and they're like, "Well, our defense isn't doing the job." You need someone at each level. You need one defensive lineman that can get sacks when you need them or get pressure. You need a linebacker who can make a tackle in space, let's say 3rd and 5 before the sticks, and make a team punt. And then you need at least one stud defensive back. Why? Even if they don't throw to him, you can play him man-to-man, and then you can roll the coverage on the other guys. And that's just the way it rolls here, and they just don't have those guys here. I like Tulane. I think their offense, their quarterback is really good. I think they win this game here 35-7.
Let's go Green Wave. Now,
Yep.
you got a free play that you're going to give some of our listeners out there. You got Notre Dame minus 12 versus Navy.
Yep.
Memphis played Navy. He gave up, I think 54 points to Navy. This is a team that can score. They're playing Notre Dame. Notre Dame's at 12.5, maybe 12 and a half.
Up to 14 now.
Up to 14. Whoa.
So here, if you are a Memphis fan, if you're an Ole Miss fan, you got to have one of these teams lose bad. And why do I say that? Both of these teams right now, I think, are contenders for the college football playoff. So this is pretty much an elimination game. So you got to keep rooting for upsets. You want to get this game for free. I have a real strong feeling on one side of this Notre Dame Navy game. Be one of the first 5 callers. Call 800-400-9741. Give you Navy and Notre Dame on me. Like I said, we discussed early at the top, the Halloween in honor of Stuart Scott Booyah Bundle, $147. You're going to get football tonight through Sunday, 10 to 12 plays. You're going to get Major League Baseball, first 2 games of the World Series, NBA, and also hockey. 3 days. If you bought it all together or individually, it'd be over $400. Just $147. How do you jump on board? We've won 7 of 8 weeks. Just one place, ParamountSports.com.
The Booyah Bundle. He is Lee Sterling. And again, don't forget that free play, 800-400-9741. That's 800-400-9741. And go to ParamountSports.com. Lee, you are the best. Be blessed. And I'll be talking to you.
You too, buddy. Take care.
That's my buddy, Lee Sterling. Man. I am pretty dead-gum excited. Got to tell you a little something. So, we got a little NFL action. So, we talked a lot. And by the way, Lee also kills it in the NFL. It's just when I bring him on, I ask him to talk college football because I talk a lot of NFL, So, I need to get a little,
little balance.
A little balance because, I'm a little hardcore on the Ole Miss Rebels. Trust me, I pay attention to all the college games because I'm rocking and firing each week. I'm just, a lot of time, rocking and firing, hitting a little bit of Tito's down in the Grove, getting ready for the games. But I have to get ready early. And the reason I love that Lee comes on Friday, and also T-Money and Uncle Brasky, he'll join us at 12:30, is because I'm going down to Oxford tonight. Can't bet in Mississippi, man.
Trust me.
I mean, you can bet at the casinos, damn it. But, man, I ain't, the casino ain't, I can't go just, hop, skip it, and jump over to the casino to place a couple bets when I'm going down to the Grove.
I'm going to run the Tunica right quick. I'll be right back. That's not feasible.
Yeah, man, I'm in the Grove, man, doing a little Tito's Bloody Mary action in the morning. Then Tito's and water with a little lemon action so you get hydrated while you drink this unbelievable spirit. It's 100%
have your shrimp and veggies all in it, John?
Oh, yeah, man.
Your shrimp and veggies all in it?
Got okra up in this joint.
Oh.
We got a whole bar out. You can make it however you want. Pickles, okra, everything. It's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Shrimp, sausage, little cheese action. Man, you got me. Damn it. You know what? I'm ready for a drink. It is Friday. My point is, I don't even remember what my point is. Oh, NFL action. I'm stoked to give you a little NFL action. The thing I wanted to tell you about, though, is do you know that the Cleveland Browns, and we don't talk much Browns football because there's not much to talk about, they have been absolutely terrible. But one of my favorite people in the world, Jameis Winston, because I could just listen to that guy talk all the time. They're playing the Ravens, right? You know that.
Yes, the Ravens are coming to Cleveland.
Yep, and Baltimore is an 8.5-point favorite on the road. You saw Baltimore. Didn't you not watch a Monday night? You saw what they did to Tampa Bay. They pulled out the pimp hand. Now, Tampa Bay came out and punched them in the face. They got up, 10-0, and all of a sudden Baltimore was like, nah. Picked off Baker a couple times.
But Baker was like, nah, I don't want this win.
Yeah, Lamar threw it, I think, 4 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns.
Five
touchdowns. Derrick Henry was running down people's throat. They had my man out there catching screen passes. Todd Monken's calling a beautiful game. Well, now they play the Browns. And I feel bad for the Browns because, man, I think the damn Ravens team is really good. And I'm sad because I have under 10.5 for the season, but it's all right. But when I saw this stat, thank you to one of our listeners, Randy. Jameis Winston's going to start for Cleveland. That's going to be the 39th quarterback starting since 1999. The 39th quarterback. That's terrible. You know the Green Bay Packers?
Yes, sir.
They've had 34 start for them since 1950. That's a crazy stat. 99, Baltimore. 99, the Cleveland Browns have had 39 starting quarterbacks. Green Bay since 1950, only 34. Now, I'm not saying you have to bet the Ravens, but I'm just saying I'm leaning towards the Ravens just because the Ravens are beating the brakes off of everybody. Now, one of the games that I do like, are you a Cowboys fan?
Yes, I am a Cowboys. No, I'm not, John.
Okay, I know Dacus is a Cowboys
fan. Yeah, this guy
fan.
behind me.
You're the San Francisco 49er fan, right?
I absolutely am.
Well, I have to say something for real. This is very, very important. I think the Sunday night football game, I just feel like this is crazy. Like, this is a get-right game for the 49ers.
Allegedly.
Well, let me just tell you something. The 49ers win this game, get back to 500. They're 4-4. Then they go on their bye week. Then they come back and they play the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Packers, the Bills. They can get back going in that right direction. But they have to get by right now, take a little time, get healthy, because that extra time is going to be a little good for Christian McCaffrey and all them boys right now to get back on that field because, listen, when Brock Purdy has all the pieces, Brock Purdy's kind of purdy. When Brock Purdy is missing Christian McCaffrey, he looks kind of turdy.
Not turdy. Purdy and turdy.
Yes, I'm just telling you. You're like, ooh. You just hold your nose. You're like, damn, boy, that is terrible. Like, did you see Kyle Shanahan, undress him, basically,
on the sideline
after he threw that third damn pick?
As he should have.
He
It gave you remnants of Bill O'Brien and Tom Brady, right?
I was loving it, to be honest with you. But the reason I bring that up and everything is because I think taking the San Francisco 49ers now is when you need to take them because I think this thing.
That number's coming down. I think it's down to 4 now.
It's 4.5 right now,
Okay.
but that thing's going to go way back up. Dak Prescott has no run game. He has one wide receiver, an average offensive line, and their defense is BS. This is the get-right game for the 49ers. I like it. I love it.
I'm glad you do.
I'm putting some money on it. I'm sad, though. Can I tell you why I'm sad?
Why are you sad, John?
Because Jaden Daniels ain't going to play this weekend, man.
He's a little thin in the tushy, man. He's
Dude,
kind of skinny.
His rib, man. But let me tell you something. I wanted to see Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels go head-to-head this weekend so bad. And I got to say, I don't know if you know this, Bears have been playing some pretty damn good football. Caleb Williams, despite his little pink fingernails and all his little girly purse and stuff and crying to mama.
He's getting better every week.
The Rams, we saw what they did last night to Minnesota. He went and beat the Rams. The Panthers, I'm not going to brag about that because that's trash. And I'm not going to brag about the Jags, but they did win both games. And now they get the Commanders without Jaden Daniels. You got to be thinking to yourself, ooh, that might be pretty dead-gum good. There is a chance that Jaden Daniels plays, but he's not going to, right?
They got 5 wins. I would sit him.
I mean, if he gets to play, I'll be so excited. I want to see it. I like both of them right now. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. From what we've seen, who you taking?
And no bias in it because I initially chose Caleb, but right now Jalen has it.
Jaden Daniels out of
Jaden.
LSU, the reigning Heisman champion.
But with this win, Caleb can usurp him, though.
Well, no. Because if
'Cause he's
Jaden
not
doesn't
on the
play,
field?
if Jaden doesn't play, it doesn't even matter. But if Jaden plays, this is basically for who's the best rookie right now? Rookie of the year.
Yeah, correct.
I'm looking forward to that one. Man, I'm also looking forward to, again, we got T-Money and Uncle Brasky. I love the NFL. You should love the NFL. You should also go check out the Owner's Box if you love the NFL, especially on Sunday. I mean, go out to the Owner's Box all the time. They're located in Lakeland's Town Square. I'm telling you right now, you can go to Owner's Box sportsgrill.com and you can check it out. The place is beautiful. It is gorgeous. They got 24 beers on taps. They got 50 beers and seltzers offered in cans and bottles, a full bar, beautiful wine list, 30 televisions to display all your favorite sporting events. But again, the Owner's Box is the only place I know that has literally a TV with every single football game on it. Like, you don't have to miss any action. This ain't Red Zone. This is like Owner's Box zone. You can look at this one game. You can look over this game. You can look at that game. You can get a little food. Man, you can even rent a VIP Owner's Box. We got an outdoor patio. Dope menu. Again, they say, I think, upscale menu. It is freaking delicious. The Owner's Box. Check it out. It's a sports bar. It's a grill. It's awesome. It's located in Lakeland's Town Square, 9757 Marketplace. That's out in Lakeland. Check out the Owner's Box and learn a little more at ownersboxsportsgrill.com. T-Money, Uncle Brasky on the other side. It's a Friday, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey everybody, this Chevy truck season sale right here in Olive Branch at All Star Chevrolet is spot on. Financing as low as 0% is available on all these new 2024 Silverados and no payment till next year. Yes, your Silverado can be payment free through Christmas and New Year's, and your good credit deserves it. Olive Branch is where all the new Chevy Silverados and Tahoes are. And look, the incentives here on All Star on the new Equinox can get your price in the low 30s and even the 20s. If you're law enforcement, first responder, healthcare, military, education, recent graduate, you get a $500 bonus. So let's go. Come check out this huge, and I'm talking huge, all-star pre-owned selection. Silverados and Jeeps, Nissan, Toyota, and Ford SUVs. Looks like every pre-owned you want is here in Olive Branch. And if you got any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. Don't miss the final Chevy truck season sale going on right now in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet, or go to allstarautogroup.com.
It's here, Genesis Diamonds, the largest ever sale of luxury so you can't miss this special two-day this Friday and Saturday. During this event, you can take advantage of special pricing, see the largest finance, and a stunning selection of luxury hundreds of Husks, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsi, hottest model Rolex watches that you can't find anywhere else. Luxury premium Rolexes are in pristine, like new condition, some just out of the box, and all priced to sell at this event. Purchase a luxury premium Rolex and visit a Genesis Extended.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. Did you know there are so many roofing companies in Memphis that I don't even know them all? So that begs the question, which one should you choose? So I thought I'd give you a little background about me. My grandfather was a World War II Marine. My father worked for the University of Memphis for nearly 30 years. My mother, a pianist at Raleigh Baptist Church. Seems like forever. I went to Brownsville Road, Craigmont, and Bartlett High School, class of 81. We support the local school systems, youth athletics, and believe in what St. Jude and Le Bonheur stand for. I'm a Tiger and Grizz fan. The point? Memphis is my home. Five Ash Roofing will be around if you ever have a problem with the service we provide. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical, with deep local ties in our community. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing is what we do. We're here for you.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm pretty pumped up. I got my man T-Money, Uncle Brasky, two of my favorite degenerates on planet Earth. And I'm kind of sad because, I'm not sad or anything, but yeah, I'm sad, man. I ain't seen my boy Money in so long. I've been sober, by the way. I don't know if people know this. I haven't had a drink since Saturday. That will be fixed right after the show. Not too long after the show. I'd say 1:15. You think 1:15 by the time I have a Tito's?
Give or take.
I think I got it by 1:15. But I haven't seen my boy Money in so long. What's up, Money?
I know it, Johnny. I hadn't seen you in a little while, but that's okay because I heard that you were the honoree last night.
Oh, yes, sir, buddy. It was a beautiful, beautiful event, man. And my buddy Gates Mims came on today with the show.
Oh, I love it. What now? Did they do you? When they honor you, halftime before?
No,
the game?
like the coin toss.
Oh, you did the coin toss.
Yeah, and they announced how pimp I was and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, yo, yo,
did
yo,
they,
yo,
did
yo,
they
yo,
announce
yo.
like? They announce your ERA and strikeouts. So did they give any stats?
No statistics. They even made me laugh so hard because, my the little homie up doing the PA misread one thing and said that I graduated. I'm an alum and football player, whatever, blah, 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 from the class of 87. I was like, damn. 87.
Dang, did you like that?
It did me old, bro. I don't even think Houston I don't even know if there was a Houston in 87, bro, because I think
there wasn't even. I was going to say, y'all
Ben was the second graduating class. Coach Bennett, who was in here earlier with Gates Mims, and he was like, I think 3 years older than me, or maybe 4 at the most. No, 3, because we played together. Anyway, point is,
and they had our girl Bucko in the in that
Jill.
class too.
Yep.
Yeah, she's radio famous.
Yeah, she's down in Florida now.
I know, clowning like she should be.
Mm-hmm. And Danny was over there, and Danny's always clowning with Country Corey.
Exactly. I know. I love it. Y'all put some people out there in a short amount of time, though.
Man, Houston, baby. Houston, man. Now, Money got.
So they had you flipping the coin. I love that, Johnny. I'm glad they had you out there.
Thank
you.
Houston
legend. You're not the Houston legend for nothing, Johnny.
Well, in at least I know Junior Fortune Hunter's eyes, I still am. That's for damn sure, right?
I mean, absolutely. That's where I got it from, the Fortune Hunter. I got to give her credit on that one.
What's Uncle Brasky been up to? Yo, what up, Unc?
Man, we're just getting ready for this big weekend. Are you going to make it down?
Dude, I'm actually
last night?
Yes, and I'm actually been sober. I didn't even celebrate like that. So here's what we're doing. I am going to have dinner with Savannah tonight. I'm behaving tonight because I'm going to have a couple.
You were getting Tito's after
work.
Dude,
Tito's after work is behaving. I'm talking about I'm going out to the square till 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And getting home and having to be up at like 6 and get to the damn Grove. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be home by 11 o'clock, in bed by 12, at the Grove at your Bloody Mary.
Let's knock that back to 9 o'clock. Let's knock that back to 9 o'clock.
I'll definitely be there by 9. I can guarantee it. Damn it.
All right, because like I said, we've got Herm the Worms down here from Oklahoma. You know, we're going to take them Oklahoma guys. There was a bunch of them up at the library last night, and I said, man, y'all may not even make the Liberty Bowl or the Birmingham Bowl. Y'all schedule's not looking good. Y'all got the Maine Black Bears. You can walk out of this year 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And they just gave Brent
Look at your
Venerable
schedule.
all that money too.
Well, good. That means they help them go broke. They were not prepared to come in the SEC.
No,
They
weren't.
should have maybe went to the Mountain West. I think they were very ill prepared this year, but maybe they can get to the Liberty Bowl or the Birmingham Bowl.
I
Maybe
don't
so.
see.
I
You know,
don't
the
know.
thing is they're not going to beat Ole Miss. They're not going to beat. I don't even think they're going to beat Missouri. I know they're not going to beat LSU, and I don't think they beat Alabama neither. Like the only game they're going to win going forward might be Maine.
Correct.
Right, the Black Bears.
That's right. Oh, I didn't know they were the Black Bears.
Yeah, I think they're called the Black Bears or the Maine Bears or the Maine. They're something Bears. They got a lot of bears in Maine, and it's cold up there.
Well, they got as many mascots as Ole Miss.
Hey, we got Sharks,
Well,
Rebs,
we got Sharks, and we've got Rebs, and
Sharks.
we've got
Bears.
Y'all were a black bear at one time.
You know who I voted that we should have got as a mascot?
Who?
Colonel Akbar from Star Wars.
I remember he was the
I
leader
don't
in the
know.
clubhouse.
I don't.
at one
Man,
time.
I have not watched Star Wars, so I don't even know who that is.
You've never watched Star Wars?
Man, I don't know if you know this. I like to go to meet people and mingle with people. I don't watch fiction.
Like even when you were a kid?
No, I didn't watch fiction. I was out there. You know what I'm telling you? I don't know if you know this. Once I hit 13, I was gone, son. It was on like you wouldn't believe.
So you were never a kid. then?
I was at every pool. I was at the movies every night. And I never went into the movies. I did go in some of them. That's where you went in to make out in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I ain't sitting around watching no damn Star Wars, bro.
You were at
Did
East
you ever
End
go down to
State
Summer
Train.
Avenue to the Peep Show down there? The Born Six? You ever go down there on Summer?
Actually, that is like a funny story that I don't feel very comfortable with telling you on the radio. But like, yeah, do you remember?
Okay, well.
My boy Darian knows my buddy Ryan. Oh Lord have mercy. Yeah, Ryan took me over there one time. It was and it wasn't because we were going to like look at hot chicks. It was because we were, let's just say, we ate a lot of edibles and we thought it was hilarious. Like, it was the funniest thing. The French, it was like, what was the Paris Theater?
Yes.
Paris Adult
correct.
Theater.
It was the funniest thing. I think dude, we could not stop laughing. I mean, I laughed about that. I was laughing for weeks after
Hopefully
that.
you watched your step.
Oh, yes. You got to be careful on that joint. You definitely got to be careful on that joint, man. You got to walk on them toes, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta walk on them toes.
Or just throw your shoes away when you get done, man.
Yeah, you know, like
Go get a new
like
pair.
you got to get those foot condoms that they have in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Put them on your shoe and then just roll out. Oh my Lord, I don't even know what we're talking about, but I know it's a Friday. I miss you boys. I can't wait to get together. Money. Anything going on crazy in your life that we need to discuss before we get to any picks?
Well, I'll tell you what, the crappie are starting to heat up down at Woodland Lake. I got a report from my buddy Doug down there, and he said they are hopping and rolling. They're about 8 feet deep. That water's starting to chill a little bit, and this is kind of where they get to moving, Johnny. So if you want to get down there and fish a little bit, any of the fishermen out there, this is a good time to start fishing.
Man, go
This is
check
a great
out.
time to fish.
Great time to fish. Well, I can't fish during these 2 weeks. I don't know if you know this. There is the World Series, the NFL, college football. Hell, there's NBA. Grizzlies are at home tomorrow night at the Grindhouse, and there's hockey.
I can't do hockey. So when did the NBA start? You know, I don't even get into
Tuesday.
it. The Grizzlies
Tomorrow
play
night.
already.
No, the NBA started on Tuesday. You didn't watch the Bronny and LeBron fest?
Oh, was that? I thought that was preseason.
No, that
We're
was
into the regular season.
We're in the regular
now.
season,
That's
bro.
how much
Grizzlies
I
won their
don't
first
care
game at
about the
Utah.
NBA. Okay, I like the Grizzlies. That's somebody asked me, "Do you such a man?" If it wasn't for the Grizzlies, I wouldn't know what was going on in the NBA.
Well,
I promise you.
I'm going to
I
tell
really
you.
don't
This,
care about
I'm
the
going to tell you
NBA
right now. This is me. I love the NBA starting Christmas Day. That's when I feel like it
Okay.
starts.
I mean,
because then I can
watch
gamble
the
on it. I
playoffs.
cannot. I do not gamble on the NBA. until at least Christmas Day.
I agree with that. I probably don't even do that to the playoffs, and then I watch it and stuff like that. I know who the players are or whatever, but man, it's football season, Johnny. I'm sorry, it is football season. Even the World Series takes the back seat to football season. Johnny.
Well, what are we betting on, baby? Because I'm ready to win
Well,
some
that's what
money.
I was going to get to. I've got some kind of scattered plays all over the place. Johnny, I've been looking up and down this card, and I've been talking to Red a little bit, seeing who he likes. And
Tell Red I got something he's going to love, by the way.
Oh, I tell you what, that fool's hitting me up left and right. So, John,
I got him.
I love it. So we got this. I got some great plays, Johnny. Like I said, I've been looking up and down the board and everything. I talked to Ice-T earlier. He liked a couple plays we put together. And, Johnny, just remember, I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, Johnny, I hope I'm not giving our boy Lee Sterling's free play away, but I love Navy catching all them points against Notre Dame. I mean, I love Navy catching points. I'm even going to sprinkle some on the money line. I mean, did you see what NIU did to them early in the season? You could talk about, they fixed the defense and all this, and they have covered about 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and
they're kind of humming. Their defense the last 4 weeks is top 10 in every defensive metric.
I don't care. That triple option pro style. It's a weird little offense. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you about.
Horvath is a bad man. And by the way, his name is he's a bad dude.
When you got a quarterback that can, it's almost like a pro style option. I mean, they're still running the triple option, but they will throw the ball on you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to defend a little bit. And I think that I love Marcus Freeman. He's a Buckeye and all that. But I straight up think that Navy wins straight up. But I'm going to take the point, 14. I think it's at 13
It's 14 right now. I'm looking at it. You can get 14 points. Navy in 14 currently.
Oh, my side, he likes to deuce you down. I'm still at 13 and a half. See, he listens to the show and whatever I give out.
He's going to juice you down.
I promise he does. I mean, my man Paulo said that Vegas cheated him out of $25 one time. He said the dude missed an extra point in an NFL game because he live bet the other team. He told me that's the reason he lost $25. They conspired against this man in Vegas in the NFL to make sure that Paulo lost his $25 live bet. That's what he argued.
I saw Paulo yesterday.
Couple off the chain too.
Man,
all right. Here's my next play, Johnny, and I hope I'm not giving one of your plays away. I think the Ravens get busy. I'm moving to the NFL on this. The Browns, and I love the Browns, and I'm a Browns fan, but I know sad when I see sad. And if they can at least make me some money while they're getting whipped every Sunday, might as well make some money off of them. I do love famous Jameis Winston. He's funny and he's a sound bite, but he's my age, trying to play quarterback in the NFL against probably one of the hottest teams in the NFL. And another team who love to get busy with Cleveland. Just go look over at the years. They're like when the Steelers can get loose with Cleveland, they will. Now the Bengals take it easy on us or whatever. I think they got family ties with the Browns and the Paul Browns, but the Ravens love putting it on the Browns, Johnny. So I love, what is it, 8 and a half
right now.
It could be 20 and a half, 30 and a half. It don't matter. They're going to get busy.
Lamar Jackson, King Henry get busy all over the Browns. Now,
they're done, and they've done quit on themselves. They're into it.
So you don't think famous Jameis Winston's going to be able to do anything?
He can't right this ship. As much as I like him and love listening to him talk, I don't think he can right this ship. And everybody will be rooting for famous Jameis, but he'll probably throw him a couple picks. It'll get nasty.
We'll cash the ticket with the Ravens.
I like that, Johnny. And I got a little bonus play. I don't usually put 3 plays out, but I'm going to get to we got the first game of the World Series tonight. Like I said, I'm all over the card tonight. I'm from the college football, NFL. Now we're going to go to Major League Baseball for a P-Money bonus play, okay? Under 8.5 runs in this first game. And if you want to get real crazy, you get, I think it's plus 400. Uncle Bradsky, you have to give me with O'Shaunti. He can hit a home run, whatever that he may hit one tonight too. But I think it goes under 8.5 runs.
Ooh.
That's P-Money's bonus play.
All right, T-Money got a little bonus action. He's going under 8.5 Yankees-Dodgers tonight with Garrett Cole and Jack Flaherty on the bump. Speaking of bumps, he knows a lot about them. What's up, Uncle Brasky?
Not a whole lot, Johnny. Now, I do know about bumps in the roads and bumps everywhere, but are you sure you want to give away this 6-day chip today?
Dude, listen, yes, I'm going to have a cocktail.
You can go for a 7-day chip.
Man, listen. I'm not in the 12-step program, my friend. I'm not carrying around Bill W. and Dr. Bob's 12 steps. But I was court ordered a long, long time ago. That one time, the whole taxi incident. It was a good read.
I understand. It is a good read. It brings you back down. But I swear, I'm not getting me a 1-day trip. Chip. I'm riding through this weekend rough, brother. But I'm telling you, we're gonna get started tonight, Johnny. I love Boise State -3.5 against UNLV.
Man, I do too. That scares me that you love them that much. I love them. Like,
well,
I like Barry Odom. I mean, I think Barry Odom is great, and UNLV's got a great little story, and I like Barry Odom. But Boise State, that Genty kid, man, he ain't no joke. Madsen is a damn good quarterback. He's only thrown 2 interceptions all year.
And then we got that freak Big Slender. His nephew's a tight end at Boise State.
I didn't even know that.
Number 85.
Yeah.
Water.
Number 85. Yeah. Had 3 catches and a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Had about 125 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, I can't wait to buy Big Slender a beer. Let's go Boise State Broncos.
Well,
I'm laying it too.
Don't feel bad. Him and that freak Norm are on their way down to my house. So I'll have them at the game tomorrow. Big Slender will be there, and Storm and Herman out at Norman, Oklahoma will be there too. So
well, I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow for sure.
The nickel play this week, and I like this one. I think they're getting way too many points. I like Georgia Tech +10 going to Virginia Tech.
Georgia Tech +10 is the little quarterback Haynes King still out?
I think he is, but Virginia Tech has not blown anybody out. That's a lot of points to give anybody when you're Virginia Tech.
That is a lot of points to give anybody.
The Dimebag play this week, once again, I'm taking somebody getting a lot of points on the road. I like the Fighting Bielemas, or whatever you want to call them, Illinois, going to Oregon, getting 21.5.
Say that again. You like the Fighting
Illinois, Bielemas.
Brett Bielema, yeah, I like
Brett
it.
Bielema, yeah, they used to have that show about him where he went around Fayetteville eating everywhere.
Yep.
You don't remember that? Being Brett Bielema?
Yeah.
It's just where he went and ate every day. It's a pretty interesting show. But I like Illinois catching. I mean, that's a 4 score that you're giving him going to Oregon. I don't know. I think he can slow the game down enough to where it won't go over a couple of scores.
That's one of those games that because I don't really know who Illinois is. I mean, it's oof. They got
a good quarterback. He came from Ole Miss, Altmaier.
Yeah, Luke Altmaier. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying it's like, I mean, they beat up Ole Michigan, who's not all that good, and Purdue, they barely beat Purdue, which freaked me out. When they won by 1 point against Purdue, I was like, how good can this team really be? And then Penn State just dominated them from every aspect of that game.
But
Penn State's good
He'll have them slow this team down. He knows how to slow the ball down. And I just think 4 scores is a lot on a team that's going to try to slow you down.
All right, I like it. Yeah, they could get a little backdoor cover action.
Oh, absolutely. Oregon gets the lead. Oregon has got the King's Trail to the college football playoff. They may have to play out Ohio State again, but other than that, they don't play anybody.
No, they have already beaten Ohio State, and they got Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Washington at the end of the year.
I mean, that's the Sisters of the Poor right there.
I agree.
I mean, them in Ohio State, you might as well go and throw in there. Because Ohio State's probably going to beat their brains out if they get back in the championship game against them.
Man, Dan Lanning pulled off one of the coolest coaching moves you've ever seen. Fastest NCAA rules change in history, 4 days. And they changed that rule. Remember when he put the 12th man on the field?
I mean, he did. I mean, he exploited. Do you think they got guys on staff? I was telling someone this. You think they got guys on staff that study what loopholes you? Because you have to do it at the right time.
You have to.
Mm-hmm. They be studying everything.
Loophole. See, that don't work if it's not that situation. So do you think you got like those Connor Stallings sites on staff?
Every school's got them a crazy Connor Stallings out there doing some kind of code breaking.
And if you don't, I think you're behind the game.
Dude,
you gotta have it. It comes down to decisions like that to win and lose ball games, whether you're a national champion or not. I mean, so how much is that goofy Colin Stallings worth to you? You got a national championship out of him.
Good.
And he's
point.
as goofy as they come. Did you see that?
Man, I couldn't watch it. Like I started a little bit of it and just didn't grab me by any means. And how impatient I am.
It's basic what he did. He's kind of autistic with it.
Yeah.
Real like that was all he did. Just bam, bam, bam. I mean, he's a smart kid and all that, but I guess it's when you start hacking into the servers and the FBI gets involved.
Yeah, man. Like you can go. Rain Man got kicked out of the casino, didn't he?
Who did?
Rain Man.
Rain Man.
Oh yeah, they had to get rid of him too. Yeah, they don't like to lose. I don't know if you know that, Johnny.
Man, all right. Uncle, did we get all your plays, by the way?
Yes, we did.
I thought
you want me to recount them?
No. Oh yeah, go ahead. Give it to us real quick.
We're getting Boise State -3.5 tonight.
All right.
We're taking Georgia Tech at Virginia Tech +10, and we're taking the Fighting Illini +21.5 at Oregon.
Nice. All right, man. That's a very weird dime scrap, but man, I love dime scraps, so I'm gonna rock and fire with you. I'm gonna see you at the Bloody Mary bar tomorrow. So enjoy life, Uncle Brasky. T Money, be blessed, homie. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty. Y'all get on out of here.
All right, Johnny.
Peace, bro. I do have a Jock LaCock's pick, by the way. I hope they're still listening. He's got Texas A&M -1 over LSU. He's opposite Elise Sterling. He also says he could go with Kentucky -1.5. But, I don't know if you know this. Are you putting out both of them, or are you just going with one? You know what? You're putting out both of them. Jock LaCock from somewhere down under. Texas A&M -1 over LSU. But, again, Lee Sterling's on the other side. I listen to Lee. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at NapaCafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
End the year in style during the Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Take your pick from 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV with 420 total range or 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Now $349 a month. That's Outlander PHEV or Outlander Sport. Your choice, $349 a month. And get ready to slip into something more comfortable with your 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander. Only $31.